Hello again, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Okay, so back in Euro Truck Simulator 2, and there was some kind of update to it. Something about shader. But yeah, so I'm just trying to load in now. And the reason why I brought you back is because obviously in the last episode we were in that Iveco that I'd just bought. And I've got a horrible feeling this is going to make me teleport. So yeah, I'll bring you back in just a second when this is loaded or crashed. So, I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so it looks like we might be alright. So, let's jump straight into it. So, I needed to leave that in just because, obviously, if it wiped it and made me teleport somewhere, yeah, I mean, if I was watching as a viewer, I would have thought, yep, he obviously just got sick of that truck. And, yeah, decided to mess around with the settings or something. Right, let's sort the camera out. Okay, so we're heading from London to Carlisle. And in the last episode, I bought this used truck. So an Iveco Highway. And, yeah, while I'm thinking of it, so I was wrong about how the bed works. Completely wrong, because there is a bunk up the top. So, yeah, I think that mattress is just a little bit out of perspective somehow. I have watched Stavros, who does Lorry reviews. So, highly recommend his channel. It's family friendly and all that. He's actually a lorry driver as well. And, yeah, he jumps in a lorry, does a road test, and, yeah, properly goes through everything. So, if you're ever curious about the inside of a lorry, why haven't we got any audio? Oh, this bloody thing. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, genuinely sorry about that. It's an update on my headphones, and when something updates, OBS just kind of resets to a factory default, and you lose everything. Don't know why I'm using the clutch. Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, so Stavros does these reviews and it's absolutely fantastic. He gives a proper demonstration of how everything works, and yeah, he seems like a really knowledgeable, friendly bloke. So yeah, I highly recommend that channel. Obviously no connection to him or anything like that, but yeah, I promote good YouTubers, and I think he's got an excellent channel. I can't remember how many subscribers he's got, but it's a lot. And he doesn't only do the modern lorries, so he does some of the older ones as well. And yeah, it's really nice to see a tour. So I remember when I was all excited, so got my licence, and so there's a few bits you have to do. And I can't remember what the second bit was. But yeah, I couldn't actually start work until I got that. And yeah, the day after I got that, I'd been sending my CV out and yeah, all my details. Got my dream job, if I'm honest. And yeah, I went in, did a quick interview, test drove the lorry. Well, I didn't test drive it, so I got taken out with another driver who assessed my driving. Had to do 2 lorries, and yeah, I knew the lorry that I was going to be in the next day. And my goodness, the excitement. And I went onto YouTube and wanted to see a review of the actual lorry I was going to be driving, and Stavros came up. So, perfect. And my goodness, that first journey, I felt like the king. Had a really good sound system as well, and I can't actually put the video up because it's a face reveal and it's got music and it gives away the company as well. I didn't have permission to film it and upload, you know. But yeah, on the journey back, it was a long journey that I did start with. On the journey back, I was really content with all the controls and driving of that lorry. And I had my music on. My phone was mounted to the dash, and it was voice activated. So I had a cat phone, the one with infrared, and it was voice activated. So I voice activated the front camera, told it to record, and it was just me driving along with a can of Red Bull, really loud music, and yeah, a cigarette as well. It was bliss. But it was one of them things where I think you had to be there. It doesn't sound as magical as it felt at the time. Yeah, incredible. But yeah, do check out Stavros. If you're into trucks, it's definitely the channel for you. I think he does coaches as well. I'm not sure though. I seem to remember seeing a thumbnail of his where it was a coach. Can't remember. Anyway, right, so we're taking some train parts up to Liverpool. No, Carlisle, sorry. And we're very, very heavy. But we're only about 15 or 18 minutes away or something like that. So we will get there in this episode. And yeah, in case you didn't see it, so I've been slagging off the Ivecos on this game, because I based them all on the first one that has awful reflections on the dash, and that doesn't really represent what they are in real life. But yeah, it's got awful reflections and it's just horrible to drive. The dash, the textures look really non-realistic, and yeah, the game really doesn't do the Ivecos justice. But this is alright, isn't it? I mean, we're down on power, but that's just because I had to get the used model so that we could afford it. But yeah, it's doing alright. It's literally pulling its weight. And yeah, I watched a few
right, and then continue straight on.
Of Stavros's, oh cheers mate, reviews on Ivecos, and yeah, they do look really good inside, especially the newer ones. And like I've said previously, every lorry has got its own perks, so every new lorry will have something that other lorries don't have. And yeah, like I said, the Iveco is really nice inside, but
right, and then continue straight
the
on.
MAN that he reviewed recently, my goodness, like I was super jealous. It looks really, really nice. And it just looked like a really kind of comfortable place to live. I'm sure that lorry that just went past on the other side of the road, I'm sure that's from Kent. I'm sure it's a Kent company. It rings a bell.
Continue straight on.
Seem to see it often. What's up with the mirror? Oh yeah, that's right. So this has got wide angle. So it's the 12th as I record this. So yeah, I haven't played this for I think a couple of days or something. And it wasn't because of this truck. I just had to record Sunken Land gas simulator, and whatever the other one is, ship graveyard simulator. Obviously I don't have that much time. Yeah, it's difficult fitting it all in. I used to do 6 uploads a day though. Oh yeah, and also absolutely incredible news today. So I woke up, checked my YouTube statistics like I always do, always hoping that I've got 1 or 2 more subscribers overnight, and it hasn't gone down, and we got 7 subscribers overnight. So I went to bed about 11:15 at night, and then got up about 5:45. So 7 subscribers overnight. But also we broke 500,000 views. So on my channel that's just 10 months old. Oh, you lucky. Oh, if I'd have known, I would have swerved and hit it. Yeah, so 10 months old, 3,030 subscribers now, 500,000 views. Incredible. So thank you everyone, I do really appreciate it. 25 miles an hour. And I did that time-lapse video, so that was an extra. So I spoke about it in one of the last couple of episodes. I was going to do a time-lapse. So yeah, I've done the time-lapse. It's not for everyone, but it's just music, and I think it's 500 times sped up. And yeah, I watched it back on the screen, and it does look kind of photorealistic. Yeah, like I said, and again, I didn't plan the music, but the music does kind of fit. I think 3 times to the video, and it's just fluke. It's just a coincidence. But yeah, it almost looks like I'm really good at editing, but I'm not at all. I'm useless. I found another channel as well, so I've given Stavros a shout out, and also Stressed Dad. So Stressed Dad does ETS2 videos, and yeah, really good, really high quality editing and all that kind of stuff. Settings seem to all be on max, and yeah, a really good channel that's gonna boom. So yeah, good on you, mate. And obviously he's a subscriber as well, so he's a subscriber to me, I'm a subscriber to him now. I didn't realise that he had a channel, so if you do have a channel, please let me know, because I'm not psychic with comments and stuff, or even if someone doesn't comment, if they just watch, I've no idea. I've absolutely no idea who's got their own YouTube channel and stuff. Like Funkle recently, so didn't realise Funkle had a channel, and yeah, but he's got loads of content, and you can self-promote on my Discord as well, so as long as it's relatively family friendly, not controversial, or yeah, like hating, you can self-promote on my Discord. And you don't have to be like a patron or anything like that, or a member. Right, how are we doing? 3 hours to go. Yeah, so I know it's slow, but this is a very heavy load. So 20 ton, and I've got a feeling we've only got about 320 horsepower. So it's doing alright. And inside, it's quite, yeah, quite nice. I don't like the, oh no, I pressed the wrong button. No, I didn't. I don't like the middle of the dash. I don't know whether that's accurate to real life. But yeah, I don't particularly, I'm not keen on that. Oh. Yeah, I'm watching Stavros as well. I really miss driving lorries. Like I've said before, there are bad bits to the job, and some of them are really bad, but there's some really good stuff as well. It does just feel like a massive road trip in a camper van. Which is going to sound weird, but yeah, like if you like driving and you don't mind roughing it a little bit, yeah, it's quite a good situation to be in. Yeah, so when we get to Carlisle, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know whether we're going to get there, get a new member of staff for this truck, and then have one of our members of staff bring our truck up. Obviously, that's not going to really happen. I'm going to teleport. But in real life, yeah, I suppose I could do that. I could hire someone in Carlisle to drive this, have a day off, sort something out. Yeah, and obviously since I've been a lorry driver, technology's improved a lot. So, yeah, the lorries these days are much better than when I was driving them. Picasso. I had one of them. It was absolutely ridiculous on fuel. It was the diesel. It used to do about 5 billion miles per gallon. That might have been a bit of an exaggeration, but it was really good on fuel. I needed a car that was like a van, but could go to the tip. Because I was, moving a lot of stuff around, and it wasn't particularly heavy stuff that I was moving, but it was bulky. So yeah, I got one of them, and I did actually really like it. Really comfortable, really ugly, tiny little mirrors. I hated them. But yeah, so good on fuel. Like, for an older car, I think I was getting over 70 miles per gallon, and that was real as well. Oh, come on, truck. Keep going. So, obviously, I chose automatic on this, because where it's so limited on power, I thought that I'd give myself that, and it is accurate, because drive, neutral, reverse, just there. Yeah, I don't particularly like that either. So I quite like the way the DAF worked. So it did admittedly look like an air conditioning temperature control, but yeah, it had obviously neutral in the middle, and then reverse slow, and then the other side drive slow. And on my first ever delivery, I was obviously nervous, and I had to back into quite a tight little like warehouse, but it all went fine. No one died, and yeah, only 2 people were airlifted off. No, just in one of them lorries. Yeah, so I had to reverse into this little warehouse. That was all fine though, but it was quite a big yard, and when I drove out, for some reason, I put it in drive slow, so that limits the top speed to about half a mile an hour or something ridiculous. And it was hazards on the site. I didn't know how to turn the indicator noise down. Oh, this looked like it would have been a decent services. Should have gone in there. Anyway, I didn't know how to turn that down. And because I'd started pulling out in drive slow, I thought I was stuck in that gear, so I just crept all the way across the yard to the gate and then popped it into drive. So embarrassing. But I didn't want to bring the lorry to a stop and put it in drive. But I learnt later on that you can actually just switch it up or switch it down, whatever way it was, and go into normal thing. So yeah, so embarrassing. But it's just the way it goes, isn't it? You learn from your mistakes. But yeah, it was like, it still makes me go a little bit red now, just crawling across the yard. The sound of the hazards. And it would have looked like I was broken down or something. Or breaking down. Yeah, and they have all desks and all that kind of thing these days as well in their lorries. So when I used to go on break, usually I used to sit on the bunk and, like I've said before, just kind of prop myself up with pillows. But if I'd have had a little table that popped out of the passenger side there, yeah, I would have much preferred that. Because obviously it's much more comfortable sitting on a seat than a bunk with a load of cushions. Yeah. I do miss it. I bet a lot of people have been inspired to do it because of this game. And And I just hope the ones that have been inspired to do it haven't ended up doing London multi-drop. Oh, the terror. Yeah, I could never grow to enjoy that kind of work. Never. I've done multi-drop van driving. And multi-drop but at night. But yeah, not during the day, sod that. Come on, don't lose too much speed. Yeah, and the seats are really comfortable in a lorry as well. So if you've never been in one, it's got air seats. And you can adjust the softness or hardness of them. And if you put it on really soft, it's just like floating. So you're just floating along the motorway. And yeah, it absorbs most of the bumps. And you usually have heated seats as well, which is sometimes great unless you accidentally switch it on. And yeah, when you're getting out, because then you jump back in and it's immediately, because I don't know why, the highest settings on heated seats is always like sitting on a campfire. But yeah, the amount of times that I jump out, accidentally flick the little button, and yeah, get in and just be really uncomfortable for about 10 minutes while it cooled down. I don't know whether there's cooled seats yet. So I drove a Lexus many years ago. It wasn't mine, obviously, but that had cooled seats. So you could actually have the air conditioning force air through the yeah, through the seat. My goodness, that was so nice. Because if it was boiling hot, it only took a blast, and then all of a sudden it was perfect. Yeah, it was just down, I think it was in front of the handbrake. Just a little button. And you can have it on constantly if you wanted it. But yeah, just that little bit of movement of air under your arse. Lovely. Awful skybox. So I did actually watch because while I've been trying to sort out the camera for recording outdoors for the stuff that I've got coming up on my channel later on in the year, I was looking at camera reviews, and a lot of the iPhones make the sky look like that. They can't quite balance
Get ready to turn
the light.
left.
It's weird. But I think my Samsung's alright. But unfortunately I can't use my Samsung when I'm doing my series,
Turn left.
which is quite annoying. Right, well done, Molly. That's another £6 I think it was. Okay. Yeah, and obviously we bought this trailer as well, so this is our trailer. We own it. Yeah, because I was thinking it breaks it up a little bit, being able to actually see the load that we're carrying. I kind of wish I got a low loader. Because, yeah, there's some fantastic stuff that you can move with them. And also there's some mod packs where you can get different cargo to take around. Going too fast, Jolly. Trying to do it smooth, but can't do it smooth at that speed. Right, and let's just sort the map out. There we go. Right, so we're in Carlisle. So I'll see whether I can find a lighter load
Turn right.
that goes up towards Scotland. But if not, I'll pop you on pause and sort something out.
Turn right.
Rozzers.
Keep left. And then turn left.
No worries, Sky.
Turn left.
Right, I'll turn the indicators off so we don't have to just sit here listening. Try and keep it crawling. You can also get a mod on here where the lights stay greener for longer. If that appeals to anyone, because obviously this is quite unrealistic how quick they change. This can be realistic. Oh no, there we go. Because, yeah, some traffic lights in the UK in real life, you have to come to a complete stop and put the handbrake on.
Turn left.
And then the lights will change. So, yeah, if you ever visit the UK, that seems to be the thing. Obviously, I am only joking, but I'm sure a few of you know exactly what I mean. Right. Okay, that's one of them. So obviously I'm still not choosing my parking, it's just on skilled or whatever it's called every time. Right, that'll do. Right, into reverse. Careful of the mirror. Oh. Right, the bulkhead's going to swing. Become a blind spot. Oh, that's not too bad actually, is it? I thought it was taller than that. Nice. Okay, handbrake on. Lights off, engine off. And enter. Oh no, we got far too much money for that, didn't we? Oh, it's because of that sodding economy mod. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Oh no, there we go. Right, sorry about that. So, unfortunately, I can't get the economy mod working without it crashing the game. So, yeah, we're going to be earning a little bit more money in the next few episodes until I find something to, yeah, replace it. So, I've found a job going to Edinburgh, and it's 11 tonnes, so it's half what the last one was. So, what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go here and grab it. So I do need to go out and then turn round, but that's alright. So cargo market, and it's this one here. So I'd like to go to Edinburgh, and then we'll work up, and hopefully we'll end up somewhere up here. So we'll take that, and yeah, let's go out, spin it round because it's night time. We can do that. Is there a roundabout somewhere? Without a load of... There we go, nice. So down to the roundabout, which is exactly what I do in real life. It's pointless trying to turn around in the road because, like I've said before, it's like the Truman Show when you're trying to do a manoeuvre in a lorry. Even if it's like 2 in the morning, everyone will be there needing that one bit of road, and everyone will be in a rush as well, or it'll feel like everyone's in a rush. Right, here we go. So yeah, we'll go and pick up these metal pipes, and then obviously it'll be the next episode we'll go and deliver them. However, so what I'm thinking was if we can find a garage somewhere on the way, we'll upgrade this engine to the next one up. So it will cost a lot of money, but obviously we've just made a lot of money doing this delivery. Yeah, so the Moconomy Get to Business mod isn't working for me currently, unfortunately. But I'm not doing it on purpose. I did try it and it crashed the game, so that's why when I brought you back from pause, it the screen didn't come up. straight away. It takes a second for OBS to realise. Okay, so we'll grab this. Nice, and handbrake. Right, let's get it loaded. Okay. Right, quickly check for garages. There's one. So we'll go out of here, straight over the roundabout, and get that new engine. Yeah, so one of my friends was driving for a company and they had their lorries chipped. So they had them mapped to give more power. And he was working there, yeah, before they did it. And, yeah, so he kind of felt the results. And he loved it. Yeah, so it makes them... I might have gone up on the curb there. It makes them better on fuel. So that's why the company did it. But, yeah, as a really good side effect, it also gives you some more power. Right, we're actually going down here, aren't we? Doesn't make it quicker top speed, obviously. And because of fuel economy, lots of lorries are probably being restricted a bit with their speed. Right, Sky. I've got to ignore you, sorry. Took the wrong turn in. Let's go up here, we can fix that. Yeah, I did say straight over the roundabout, didn't I? But... oh, you know what Joddy's like.
Rerouting.
Right, if them lights go red, we're still going through them. Perfect. Okay, so let's go and get this new engine, so we've got a little bit more power. Okay, nothing there. And yeah, that is too quick approach. And that definitely went up on the curb. Right, here we go. So, actually, let's paint the trailer black as well, because I don't like it like this. We might as well. Nice. Okay, truck configurator. So, can't do as much with this because it's the CID. Oh no, the CID mod. That's a shame. Yeah, I can't really do anything with it. Okay. Right, so I'm just trying to think whether this will work. So let's go back out to the main menu. Truck dealers, Aveco, buy online. Yes, it will. So if it wasn't used, I'd be able to yeah, make it a lot better. So yeah, there's bigger engines I could have chosen from. So it goes up as standard to 560 horsepower. Just making sure. Yep, 560 horsepower. And these are just engine mods. So the one that we're running in our Actros is this one. So the Mac E9 V8 Junior. But yeah, obviously you can do a lot more. That's weird. I've gone into the wrong one, haven't I? Yeah, you can do a lot more if it's not that CID mod. So you could spec it up really nice. So what I'll do, I'm going to quickly pop you on pause and I'm going to spec one up, but not buy it. Back in just a moment. Okay, so yeah, you can make them look alright, but I've got to admit, the game doesn't sell this truck. It really doesn't. The options that you have to customize, yeah, just aren't really that special. Anyway, right, so that does bring us to the end of this one. So I think in the game I was very, very tired. So let's see whether I can quickly park up somewhere. Yeah, I can park here, can't I? And get some shut-eye. I'm just going to go forward because, yeah, we've obviously gone over. Okay, there it is. And we'll turn that off. We'll sleep, and then we'll get some money in. And yeah, perfect. So, in the next one, we'll be delivering this to Edinburgh. And yeah, and then I'll decide whether we're jumping back into our Mercedes yet. So, thanks for joining me, everyone. I do really appreciate each and every view. And if you've liked this, please feel free to join me in the next one. So, cheers everyone, and bye for now.
Platform 17 for the 1832 South Central service to Brighton, fast to East Croydon, then Red Hill, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Aldcombe, Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill,